guys, in today's video I'm going to share how I made 44% day trading a penny stock ticker on a day one move. Let's go to the chart. So the ticker that I traded was JEM, and this is the daily chart over here, and I'm trading it on this day, which I'm classing as its day one, where it's done 122 mil in volume, and the day before it kind of started its run because it did an after hours move, so it did 13 million in volume. So volume started to come in on this day after hours and then had a big move up on this day here. So it's gone from around the dollar mark and then it's moved off that. So we're going to go into the intraday chart and why I decided to take this trade. If you follow this channel, you know that I rarely play day ones because I've never really been particularly good at them, but I've adapted to them more and I've started finding ways to play them in which I'm comfortable with, so I'm quite excited about that. So this is the after hours move where it's pushed off that dollar area, had a nice move up to 220s, and then pre-market the next day it's had another push upwards and again, so it's just had this really big move pre-market where it's gone up to highs of 566. So I'm not looking at trading it any point pre-market. This particular setup I'm looking to take it during market open, preferably around midday, and there's definitely trades to be had here. You know, you could have taken it off here, sold into here, taken it off here, sold into here, but it's just not a setup that I'm comfortable with. So why I'm looking at this ticker is not only the strength of it, but also the fact that it's Chinese, and Chinese tickers have been running for weeks now, and it's basically the only thing running, so they're really hot at the moment. So if I'm going to trade something, it's probably going to be something that's Chinese. So ticked off that box of being in the right country, and then I'm just waiting to see if this sets up nicely. So from this point here, you know, there's no trade up here, absolutely not, but what I'm looking for is it to make a nice clean retracement down to key levels. So I'm just watching it during market open. Can see that actually does start to retrace. Obviously this could just spike out the gate and there's no trade to be had, but it does start a nice retracement phase, and can see that it's in a nice downward trend on the 1 minute time frame. So you've kind of got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 roughly touch points on that. So I'm thinking this is great because I've got a downtrend to work off, so hopefully it will break that downtrend at some point and be at a key level, which is exactly what it did. So breaks the downtrend here, and the key levels that I'm looking at are potentially the after hours high of day, but that could be too much of a retracement. It might not want to come down that far, and also just following the chart. So it breaks the downtrend here and starts basing. And this yellow line happens to be the previous day's high of day just here. So that would definitely tick off being a key area of interest. So I've got a break on the 1 minute downtrend and then a nice basing at the previous day's high of day. And I did take a couple of entries here, set a tight stop just under the yellow line, got stopped out a couple of times and thought, okay, this perhaps isn't going to work. So I kind of walked away for a bit and I came back around here, I think. Can't quite remember. Yeah, I think, so it'd gone up to VWAP and then come back down. And then I think by the time I saw it, because I'd kind of taken my eye off the ball a little bit with this one, I had to chase when I saw actually it's bounced off there, it's holding again. I wanted to get an entry. Ideally, it would have been much closer to this yellow line, like 316, something like that would have been nice, which is where I was initially entering, but getting stopped out. And then when I re-entered, I had to take it at 328. So I had to downsize, of course, slightly because I've got a wider risk now, and then just let it play out from there. And you can also see where it starts to move up to VWAP and then comes back down. You can see down here, just highlighted it in blue, you can see the volume start to come in as well. So 328 is my entry, and then I'm just watching this, holding it into, I think I sold some before after hours, and then there's this massive spike after hours. So definitely sold out way too soon. I think my best sell was 512. something like that. I actually thought I had more shares to sell after that, but I didn't. So it took a 44% gain. And of course, as always the way when I'm in these tickers, I always find myself in these tickers that end up moving like 1,000%, and I take like 20% or something like that. So yeah, this went up like over 1,000%, but 44% is still really nice. I think percentage wise, that might be one of my biggest gains so far. And yeah, kind of missed the meat of the move, but still really pleased with my thesis and analysis on that. And yeah, it's nice to be able to trade a day one ticker. And of course, once this moves 1,000%, it then becomes the leader to set off other sympathy plays. So other tickers that are similar will then start to move off the back of this, which they did. And then I was looking to trade those. So just because I missed the meat of the move doesn't mean that the opportunity's gone, because this sets off a load of other opportunities as well. So that's the trade. That's a day one move on JEM. So I hope that was useful. Cheers for watching as always, and catch you next Sunday.